Anini Nanoi Magen, Ogima Sangab, the one who is brave and strong here. I want to share a teaching. And this teaching comes from the Nephite Record, which has already been sanctioned as doctrine and coming from one of the stories, one of many, of the tribal peoples of North, Central, and South America. This was affirmed with the Mayan nation, which is 30% of all tribal peoples in North, Central, and South America combined. 30%, over 25 million. And their chiefs and their chief grandmothers that run their ceremonial grounds affirmed, yeah, this is true. They even put there's a calendar of the peacemaker. The peacemaker actually stayed in the Yucatan for 819 days. They know how many days. There is a calendar that is for them. So today, I'm going to share an important message. I want to send out a shout out to Miss Cozy Quay Sherry Cardinal. My thoughts, my prayers are with you as you recover from, and I know all of us send our best wishes to you as you recover from your heart issues recently, your medical issues that occurred, and I am with you and you are with me. I am you and you are me. Now, what we're going to be talking about today is the power of faith and revelation. Before we dive into today's message, I want to thank you for joining me. If you are on YouTube and you find this message inspiring, please consider liking this video and subscribing to our channel for more uplifting content. Your support helps us reach more people with these valuable teachings. We're going to go through the entire Nephite record over the next month so that you can come up to speed with where we are as tribal peoples. Today, I want to share a brief teaching from the first chapter of First Nephi of the Nephite record. This chapter introduces us to the Prophet Lehi and his remarkable experiences, which highlight the power of faith and revelation. Each one of you is connected equally with the Creator, who sustains and upholds all energy, all particles from where you are that comprises your body to the furthest reaches of the universe in the very same moment. How great is our one Creator? First Nephi chapter 1 begins with Nephi the narrator, introducing us to his father Lehi. Lehi is a prophet living in Jerusalem during a time of great turmoil, about 2,500 years ago. This is just before the first destruction of the first temple. The Lord, aware of the impending destruction of that city, reaches out to Lehi through a series of visions and dreams. Now, let's talk about these names related to the sounds of their Hebrew and Anishinaabe connection. Nephi is a Hebrew word, and it means to breathe or to blow. It suggests life, spirit, neph, and it also is related to nefesh, meaning the soul or life. What a sacred name. In Anishinaabe Moan, the language of the Anishinaabe peoples, who you would know as the Chippewa or the Ottawa or the Potawatomi, we refer to this lost people as those who traveled the water, who had a flowing spirit about them. They are no longer with us on our continent. We called them the Neby. Lehi in Hebrew directly translates to jaw or cheek. This word appears in the Old Testament, notably in the story of Samson, where the jawbone of the donkey is used as a weapon. Now, this was associated to this family, to him and his family, related to their large jaws as well. They were very strong looking. Lehi's experience begins with a vision where he sees the Creator sitting upon his throne, surrounded by monadok, as the Anishinaabe know them in our tongue, or angels. This divine encounter fills Lehi with the Spirit of the Lord, and he has shown many marvelous things, including the destruction of Jerusalem. How terrible. Despite the overwhelming nature of these revelations, Lehi's faith remains steadfast. The key teaching in this chapter is the importance of being receptive to divine guidance. Lehi's willingness to listen and act upon the revelation he receives set an example that is very powerful us. His faith in the Lord's words drive him to warn the people of Jerusalem, despite their mockery and rejection. From Lehi's experience, we learn two crucial lessons. Faith precedes revelation. Lehi's strong faith in the one Creator opens the door to receiving divine guidance. Similarly, When we exercise faith, we position ourselves to receive personal revelation and guidance in our own lives. Each one of you is equally tethered and connected to the one creator. There is no substance that is your being, whether the energy, the matter called atoms and their different constructs, or the space between. All of it is an extension from the one creator. Even your very thoughts are not your own, as they are shared by that one creator who is encouraging you as you choose the right, and also encouraging you to step back on the path when you step to the left. Lehi not only receives revelation, but also acts upon it. This teaches us that faith is not passive. It requires action. When we receive promptings or guidance, we should have the courage to follow through even when it's challenging. In conclusion, 1 Nephi Chapter 1 reminds us of the profound impact that faith and revelation can have in our lives. By cultivating faith and being open to divine guidance, we can navigate the challenges we face with confidence and purpose. So let us strive to be like Lehi, who through his faith and obedience became a beacon of hope and truth in a time of darkness. We're going to walk through Lehi's journey and the journey of his family and the descendants and the great tragedy of the Neby, the people who traveled the waterways. They built a lot of mounds too. And the great tragedy of their disappearance upon our land due to pride and arrogance, spiritual superiority. So as we reflect on this journey that we're going to undertake every single day for the next month, let us consider the wisdom found in Proverbs 3:5-6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not unto your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your paths straight. Your judgment is based upon your experiences. Everything in you is a gift from the Creator. And in your experiences, you believe that you know best and how to perfect your life, and you do not. You lack the divine understanding of the connection of all things. And so we're going to go through this. And so I want to thank you for your time. And I ask you to go and read the first chapter of the Nephite Record that you would call the Book of Mormon. But we know that that's not the real name. We know that the true name is the Nephite Record, the story of the Neby, who are no longer with us. So I want to thank you for your time and ask you, to strengthen our faith, to seek to strengthen our faith, and be attentive to revelations as they come your way. This is a critical thing to understand. Now, I want to read one thing to you because it means something to me. It says, I, Nephi, having been born of goodly parents, therefore I was taught somewhat in all the learning of my father. And having seen many afflictions in the course of my days, nevertheless, having been highly favored of the Lord in all my days, having had a great knowledge of the goodness of the mysteries of God, therefore I make a record of my proceeding in my days. There was another great teacher called the Great Peacemaker that we would know as Yeshua Mashiach, even Jesus Christ. He also was born of goodly parents, and he was taught somewhat in all the learning of his father. And let us submit to the will of the Father. And so I share this with you today. It's a very short message, but the great news is that tune in, because every day we're going to walk through this book with a teaching from every single chapter in this book so that you understand how to meet us where we are, so that we can guide you from where you are in desolation, in cracked earth. You are living in the manifestation of the imperfect knowledge of mankind who knows nothing about the ways to perfect the earth. It is our responsibility. It is our accountability to take care of our families. And to take care of your family means everything that sustains your family. All living things around you sustain your family. So thank you for tuning in today, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Chi Miigwech, which means thank you from the center of my heart. And in that place, you and me are tethered equally. We would say, in lakek, in lakech, alakin. I am you and you are me. Shed your sight so you can see. I am you and you are me. It's going to take many drops of water to bring the rain, and I know you are a drop of water. Chi Miigwech until tomorrow as we move forward. Observing life, it isn't as complicated as it seems. I like to think of a poem that helps me along my way, and I hope it helps you. Behold, the sun is gold, and the grasshopper leaps, but none are as bold as that caterpillar who creeps. And what to behold between the reeds, shimmering gold, butterfly wings. We live in a beautiful place, and when you look around you, there are those that achieve things much faster than you, a lot like that grasshopper that can leap vast distances, but it's that bold and courageous little caterpillar with all those legs that don't seem to benefit him at all. But he persists as the little warrior of creation. And then one day, he's that butterfly going through the reeds with the sun reflecting off his wings. And in that moment, nothing in creation can catch him or cause fear. He moves almost with the wind, disappearing from one spot to the next. We're very much that caterpillar in this story. Some of us are going from one mountain to another mountain. Some of us are falling off cliffs. Some of us are lost in the valley. We just need a friend to show us the way. Some of us are climbing. We're so close to achieving our goal. And wouldn't it be much faster with a helping hand? An act of random kindness or an act of intentional kindness are probably the most important thing we can do in this life. Because we know that persistence is the only thing that'll get failure out of the way of your success. So persist and help somebody else on their way too. Gimme Gwen, me go.
Gimme Gwen, me go.
Gishi se shi sagiya.
Gishi se shi sagiya.
Zegoyan.
Zegoyan.
Mekwenda goshida.
Mekwenda goshida.
Aben gosha.
Aben gosha.
Gimme Gwen, me go.
Gimme Gwen, me go.
Ani kubi jigganad.
Ani kubi jigganad.
Gimme Gwen, me go.
Gimme Gwen, me go.
In the way magona.
In my way, my gona.
Gimme Gwen, me go.
Gimme Gwen, me go.
Gishi se shi sagiya.
Gishi se shi sagiya.
Zegoyan.
Zegoyan.
Good job.